Once you have the framing, the plumbing, the electrical, insulation, and the drywall installed in the home, now you can air seal the home and use the drywall as your air barrier. What is air sealing and why is it so important? Air sealing is what you do to slow down the amount of outside air that comes into your home. It's the way you take a home that's 6 air changes an hour, and by air sealing it, you can get it down to 3 air changes an hour. And so you're eliminating the amount of air that comes into the home or the apartment or the building. Why do air changes and air sealing matter? When you're able to slow down the amount of air that comes into a home from 6 air changes to 3 air changes, you're able to keep the home more comfortable, and you're able to keep the outside air, which in a lot of cases is polluted air, from coming into your home, and it dramatically brings down your utility cost and the amount of time your equipment is running. As a builder, why do I want to do air sealing? Or in our case, why do I want to choose AeroBarrier? However you do it, focus on air sealing. The challenge is there's holes and leaks everywhere, coming out from the bottom plates, around your outlets, the wires coming into your outlets, holes in the ceiling and the walls, things you don't see, is it going up the drywall into the walls. Our process, AeroBarrier, removes the human element out of trying to hit all those areas, because the sill, all the top plate, bottom plate caulking, it's done by people, but also people and trades coming in after them don't understand or are trying to go so quickly that a lot of those things are damaged. And we end up doing things in areas that don't matter. And so our process, we go in and put a ton of air pressure on the homes, so we're actually forcing air out of the homes. And then we spray our product in the air. Think of it like a liquid caulk. And because we're spraying air and we're forcing air out all the holes, and so our product is self-guided to the holes. And it doesn't stick to the walls, it doesn't stick to the windows. It's focused on building up where it's exiting the building. And our product is like a rubber gasket, so it's designed to shrink and expand with the building. So the way that you test a home with a blower door to see how much air is flowing in is through a blower door. It's easy because we have a meter on the outside that shows how much air is flowing. So the way that our process works, we're doing the exact same thing. We're testing how much air is going through the home. And then we have these nozzles that spray our product, and our product goes in the air, and because of the pressure the fan's putting on the home or the building, it's forcing air and it's forcing our product out all the holes and all the areas. And so it goes in where the airflow is, or airflow is going out. We're watching on the other side. We can see it in real time, how leaky it is to how tight we're getting it. And we stop where people want it. We stop at code, or if people want to go tighter, we're able to go down and stop at that point. So how do we compare homes, or how do we test a home? Testing how many air changes or how leaky a home is really easy. Energy raters come in and they have a special blower door and a fan that tests how much air is leaking in the home. And the reason that's important is older homes and some new homes, they're typically between 5 to 7 air changes an hour. So you're getting that much air going through your home every hour. A code-built home now says that we need to do that to 3 air changes an hour. So it really brings down that level. This home, what's unique about it is we're taking that down to 1 air change an hour. What that does for this home is it gives us the ability to have a smaller mechanical system, and it makes the air a lot more comfortable, and it totally reduces the utility bill because not having to turn on and off to keep that air hot or cold. So on a home like this, where it's a small home and we're actually making the home really tight, well beyond code, we have to have mechanical ventilation in the home because that brings in fresh air and takes out the stale air. And so that way we're able to control this environment in our home. And when you can do that and you're able to radically reduce the air changes, and we're taking this home to 1 air change an hour. And so if you think about taking this from 3 to 2 to 1, now you can run the system really low and the temperature in the home stays in the home, and you can use smaller equipment and having it running through an ERV, which is, it recovers the energy or the temperature in the air. So as it's exiting and new air is coming in, it's going through like a radiator. And so it's tempering the new air with the same air on the inside, so you're not having these energy shifts. Now I have good clean air, so all my system is working on is the air inside of the home, not having to heat the air outside the home or cool that air.